Hi, this is Russ Jeffers from mobileburn.com, and here I've got the HTC 7 Mozart. It's one of the first Windows Phone 7 phones from HTC. I'm just going to quickly show you around the device, show you some of the hardware, and then move on to the software and show you the 8 megapixel camera and the sort of photos that it takes. There's also a full written review on the MobileBurn website, so you can check that out after as well. Alright, so first of all on the Mozart you can see we've got a rather large 3.7 inch capacitive touchscreen. Supports multi-touch pinch gestures and things like that. Beneath that, under the same piece of glass that covers the screen, we've got these 3 touch sensitive keys. A back key, a Windows menu key, and a search key. At the top of the display we've got the HTC logo, and under the sort of black bezel here we've got an ambient light sensor and also a proximity sensor. Above that we've got the device's earpiece, and there's sort of like a metallic grille, and also under there's a notification LED, so that will tell you of any missed calls or messages. It'll give a sort of a flash intermittently, and also if your battery's low it will flash red intermittently, and also if you're charging the battery it'll light up red and then turn green once the battery's charged. So that's all hidden away under the grille there. Atop the handset we've got the power button, which can be used to turn the device on and off, and also turn the display on and off as well with a quick press. And next to that the 3.5mm headphone port. So you can use any old headphones in this handset, which is quite nice. The same headphones that you use in your sort of your iPod or MP3 player. On the back of the handset we've got this 8 megapixel autofocus camera lens. And next to that we've got a xenon flash, so it's not an LED flash on the Mozart like it was on the Trophy, which is quite a similar device. On this one we have 8 megapixel camera and a xenon flash, so perhaps a bit better at photos, but you can read the full review and see some actual shots that we took with the handset. Over on this side of the handset you can see we've got a loudspeaker grill, so that's just for sort of making speakerphone hands-free calls. Also you can play music through it as well. It's actually pretty decent in terms of volume and quality for music, but sort of not so great for making calls with. You've got the HTC logo here, which is sort of a nice sort of chromed finish, and at the bottom here you've got the Windows Phone logo, and also I guess perhaps another speaker microphone grill or something there, some little holes. Also got another microphone pinhole down the bottom there, and a little lanyard fixing, so you can fix a lanyard on the bottom of the handset. On the left side of the phone here we've got the volume rocker, as you can see, another sort of chromed piece of material there, so same as the logo. And also we've got the micro USB port, which is used for charging and data. On the right hand side we've just got again a little chrome button, which is this time a 2-stage camera shutter button, so you can press it sort of halfway to focus on your subject and all the way to take the photo. You can also press and hold the button from the normal main menu, and that will actually open the camera application rather than you having to go and find it in the menu system. On the back here, these pieces, you can see it's sort of quite a designer look on the back. This piece is just plastic here, I think, or actually, sorry, it's all part of the rest of the phone, so it would be actually aluminium. This whole piece here and all around the edges here is all one piece of aluminium, which is quite nice. And then these bits here are plastic at the top and bottom, and there's sort of like a soft touch finish on them as well, so it feels quite nice. To get into the battery, you can just slide this bottom bit upwards. You can see it just sort of clicks up, and there's some metal contacts in there, so I guess the phone knows when it's attached and when it's not, perhaps. And then you've got the battery here. It's a 1300 milliamp hour battery, so not the biggest battery, but get you through a day in most instances. You see there's sort of this little hinged catch here which you can open, and then the battery will just slide straight out. So there we go, there's the battery. And then beneath that is the SIM card slot, so as you can see here, I've got my Vodafone SIM just in under there. As with other Windows Phone 7 devices, there isn't actually a micro SD slot, so you've just got the 8 GB of built-in storage memory in this particular handset. So I mean, the handset's sold as a music phone. I'm not sure if all users will be able to get on all their music onto 8 GB of storage, especially with things like photos and video that they're actually taking with the phone as well, sharing that same storage. But if you've only got sort of 4 GB of music, then it should be fine for you. Right, so I've now got the Mozart file up, and here you've got the lock screen. You can see we can sort of slide up the wallpaper there just to unlock it. And you can see as well we've got a couple of notifications at the bottom. So we've got a couple of email accounts set up. Both of these are email icons, so you can see we've got 2 new messages in one account and 3 in the other. You also get icons for things like missed calls and missed SMS messages as well. And at the top here we've got the Wi-Fi indicator, the network signal indicator, and also the battery indicator too. And as we touch the screen, you can see it sort of jumps to let you know that the way to unlock the phone is literally just to slide it up. So give it a slide, and this unlocks and gives us our home screen here. So it's the usual Windows Phone 7 sort of scrolling tile-based home screen. A few updates this time though. You can see the HTC hub pane has now got weather on it, so you've got live weather. It's -3 outside at the moment with snow, so I can confirm that's correct. And also you can see a few little sort of app icons just beneath the HTC logo there as well, which I think is recently bought apps or something like that. I've also got the usual stocks and different things. You've got the Xbox Live tile as well with your Xbox Live character popping up. And then things like this live tile here with various photos I've taken. It's just picked one to use on that tile. So all the usual same bits and pieces. You also get things like the status information. That's one of the email accounts that has emails in it. I've got 3 messages, and I think my Hotmail's got 2 in at the top there. So it's all quite a nice looking home screen, as you can see. Any further menu items that aren't in this screen you can just get to by tapping the arrow key, and then that just takes us straight through and shows you all the other things that are available there. The main difference is between this handset and the Trophy, because most of the bits and pieces in the phones are the same processor, same amount of storage. In terms of size and weight as well, they're very similar, this and the Trophy. The only real differences are the 8 megapixel camera on the back and the Xenon flash, and the fact that the Trophy has a slightly larger screen at 3.8 inches as opposed to the Mozart that we have here, which has got a 3.7 inch capacitive touchscreen. So there's very little difference between the two. This is the music handset, but in reality it's probably just as good as music as the Trophy. I can't see it being any better because it's got the same sound enhancement, same Dolby Mobile and the SRS Wow enhancement. So as you can see there, Dolby Mobile and SRS. So both handsets have that, so I can't see why this would be any better at music. It has the same amount of storage as the Trophy as well, and I can't see why it would be any worse at gaming. The Trophy is said to be the gaming handset, but isn't really any better at gaming than this particular handset either. So really the only difference between the two that you should work on is the camera. On this one is 8 megapixels and obviously has the Xenon flash.